Alright, guys, Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's an interesting place. There's a lot of economic opportunity there, and you can use AI to really help you find those opportunities and prepare for them as the economy grows. So let's dive in. Alright, guys, so we can use a platform called Nexa Voice to really figure out, hey, I'm moving there, and what do I need to look out for? What opportunities are there? Let's dive in. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right, energy, aerospace, very cool. Healthcare, technology, always huge. Manufacturing, education, finance, banking, hospitality. So the list goes on and on. I can dive deeper into the specific kind of subcategories as well. Um, but for the purpose of this, I can really show you the other kind of tools that I can build on and get ready for that trip. So technology and education was pretty massive with regards to what you saw with Tulsa, Oklahoma. So if I go in here, I can basically go and build a custom project with that specific parameters. So if I go to education and e-learning, all kinds of tech stacks. So I can do front end, back end, full stack, and mobile. Um, so let's try for the purpose of this front end. Let's do an industry standard one. So very cool. So basically building a standard ed tech LMS, and which is really cool because there's only a few of them that have dominated the industry. So if you're trying to gain experience in it, building kind of along those lines would get you in front of many employers because they would be very they would understand this is stuff I use in a day-to-day basis, so they're more likely to look at your project in a very familiar way. So um, yeah, so step by step how you would be able to do it. At any point, if you have questions, you can basically ask Nexa for help, which is the coding assistant, built-in IDE. At the end, you can export it to GitHub, which is very cool. And yeah, so that is that. Now, other things you can also, hospitality was huge. Management communications was massive. Um, so in terms of hospitality, you can basically simulate the scenario of anything. So let's say you're doing, let's say you want to practice being sort of like a front desk worker at a hotel. You can basically do that here. Handling guest complaints, always fun, right? So you can do it on maximize hard. So think of this sort of like a video game to simulate these experiences, which is very interesting. Um, Utilizing the latest speech to speech technologies, which is very awesome. Um, and yeah, so another thing you can do is obviously management roles are huge in Tulsa and healthcare and everything like that. So I will dive into one sort of practice very shortly. So this is the Fang section of the platform. So basically, when you're going into tech, you got to really think about whether it's in Tulsa, Las Vegas, Oklahoma, Miami, anywhere. You really got to have that foundation of data structures, algorithms, full stack development, etc., etc. So um, in any of these, you can basically start practicing with uh, a sort of algorithmic focused question, and you can obviously ask Nexa for help at any point, which is cool. And the most important thing here is you can change your theme. Super important. Um, and yeah, so that's a little bit about that. So if you want to do full stack development, you can do that with the Mern Mean, the Django stack, Ruby on Rails. I'm a huge fan of Ruby on Rails. I know Shopify was actually built originally on Ruby on Rails, which is very cool. So yeah, so let's try. Another thing you can do is data analytics because these are software developer adjacent as well. So if you do developer, you can do behavioral or technical. We can dive into either one. And if you do technical, it would require some more kind of coding in simulations, which is super important to be able to practice as well. All right, now another tool we have that you could definitely use if you're going to Tulsa is our interview simulations tool. So basically, any of the categories of jobs that you're trying to go for, upload your resume, put in the job description, and a Zoom style interview is gonna start, which is really cool. Um, and yeah, so being able to practice all this on the fly is super important. The more reps you get in, the more likely you will to land something fast. Um, yeah, and enjoy Tulsa and many cities like it. Um, yeah, so the job market's evolving, and this is how you keep up to pace with it.